Yang is going to be up towards the top side, and they are all moving in now. They have the Echo Stomp available. FY moving in. They also are throwing out a couple of those coconuts. Needs to be careful. A lot of damage being dealt, and they end up being able to get the disruption the same time as the Stomp came out. Maybe going to be able to kill off Kaka. That's first blood as the Lina goes down. Trying to find FY a couple more hits, but not going to be able to find it now. How? A little bit too far forward. The orb as well as that lance. And End. ZYF takes the kill. And what looks to be an aggressive tri-lane from Vici Gaming Reborn.
Going into that as Newbee is incredibly bold. They put the Lina on the front lines, have that all checked off, and we haven't really seen all that much action from FY. He's been hanging up around this top lane. Now maybe going to go for Hao. There's a boar here. The Stomp being set up. Hao will actually get hit by that. He's level 5, so there's no Sunder, and with a 1v3 on his hands, he's not going to survive this engagement.
Yeah, another one. And at the same time, you've also got down here in the bottom lane, ZYF End, he is just taking down the tower. He's got his Aquila. They've also got a cart, so he's going to be able to do a decent chunk of damage to this. And honestly, it's feeling more and more like this game is not necessarily like slipping out of Newbee's control.
Versions, they will kick your ass.
Yeah, this is a problem. You got to be real careful there. It's a whole heck of a lot of damage, and Hao is going to be there as well. FY runs into Kaka. They get the Light Strike Array. Meanwhile, the Phantom Lancer jumps on top of him. A lot of damage being dealt out. DDC is just trying to run away from Metamorphosis Illusion. He is going to be able to escape. So they lose one, and they're not really going to be able to get anything in return for it. Again, you sort of look at this lineup as they're jumping back in and might be in a little bit of trouble. Hao is not going to get hit there by the Stomp. KP, not quite level 6, still very close to it. They need to bring in somebody else to be able to turn this back around, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to happen. Mikasa does fall, and oh, a really good Sunder. Kaka finds the kill. Oh man, Newbee turned that so beautifully. And we weren't talking about this a ton, but look at the CS disparity between that Dragonite and the Puck. Puck has 19 CS to the 46. Like, she...
towards top lane as well, I suppose, but Dragonite able to take down the tower at the same time. Chuan showing off, even with level 1 disruption, how insane Illusions of Terrorblade when he's metamorphed can be. VG.R are going to take a pretty big loss, but they're going to get a pretty big win up towards top as they find an angle on the Enigma, roar him down, before Chuan can actually teleport in for that disruption. That's going to guarantee them this tower at least.
At the same time, you're trying to push down bottom here. I don't know.
He can blow up Kaka, I think. Some help.
Scary. He's thinking about it. I mean, they are starting to TP in now, and Mu is still there and ends up getting stunned. The Breathe fires so much damage. He literally got nothing off there. They Dream Coil too, but without the PL, they can't actually take this fight. Oh no, that was really unfortunately played there. And you're also looking up
at that until he sees what's right behind him. It's a smoked up DK, no range stun, however. I don't think he's really going to need it because Chuan is going to open up with the disruption. He is going to not land the Soul Catcher, but I don't think it matters. They have Black Hole if they really need it. They shouldn't. Zhang's Dragon Tail, yeah, that's definitely going to be enough. So get the tower, but lose another hero. These trades are slightly benefiting Newbee, even after such a rough start. You're just taking slightly better trade after slightly better trade, and suddenly you're looking at an armlet on the DK, who is just a menace.
I don't know if they really should. I feel like Newbee might be willing to take this fight.
They scan, they know where everyone is coming from. They put the Eidolons there. Mu's going to take the roar. That's not the target you want to go for, especially when he gets immediately disrupted. KP is going to hit with the silence. Coil's there as well. He's going to get chain stun down. I think Black Hole is going to be cast for only a split second, though. But they wasted all their initiation on Mu. That's perfect for Newbee as they're going to push forward onto Yang. Hao is behind the dragon with his metamorphosis. Jump out from End and Mu. Hao, they're kind of getting separated from the rest of their team, separated from each other. They're still going to get at least one kill. DK trying to armlet surf, not going to happen. As VG.R able to kind of bait Newbee in a little bit too far. They're able to get a 2-for-2 exchange. I think that is slightly better for VG.R there, but yeah, that was also really good for them considering how that fight started of roaring a Dragonite who immediately gets disrupted. That's a pretty good reason to pick up Shadow Demon.
Yeah, it's going to be a point when all of a sudden Newbee are willing to take every fight, and every fight is probably going to go their way as well. DDC as well as Mikasa are going to jump forward, get the silence on a KP. He does have his mechanism available to try and keep himself alive for the moment, but it doesn't look like it's going to quite be enough. Nobody is there to try and turn the tide, and he just ends up getting taken out. So well played. Puck finds the kill.
loss on the Enigma, but I don't think without Black Hole they'll be really eager to make a super giant play here from Newbee, especially since they also don't have Metamorphosis. So
Yes, there's a lot of illusions that are running around, a lot of little creeps too. FY maybe in a little bit of trouble. They're going to go for him, and the long-range stun not quite there. They're trying to find it, but not going to be able to get it. DDC is going to be instead the target for the moment. They do end up throwing down the Black Hole, only hits onto one. Meanwhile, Chuan gets roared. He's in a lot of trouble, needs to go for the self-disruption. Is going to be fine for the moment. Mu armlet toggling on the other side, and it looks like the cores are going to leave while the supports are going to get taken out. So one goes down, as does the second, and that is not the best of trades for Newbee.
Wind Laces, man. Wind Laces on Elder Titan, getting him just enough MS to get himself out of there. I don't know if we had any...
Something that they're going to be looking to do with this next little round of items here. You've got Dragonlance on Mu and a Dragonlance on Terrorblade. That being said, Mu is going to be jumped upon. They drop the Dream Coil, immediately going to TP out. The Roar is going to be committed as well. Light Strike Array does not end up being able to hit, so they find the kill and DK goes down. Despite just getting that item online, it's starting to look like Vici Gaming Reborn are really rolling. We could have a series here if they end up being able to, because of how they want to take this game. It's interesting to me. It's just so hard to play against this lineup. You've still got the great vision advantage that you get by virtue of the Beastmaster with Yang here, and they jump in. They're going to be able to go on to Kakan. I'm pretty sure he's going to go down here. Yeah, they end up being able to find that kill. Now looking for a little bit more. Mu is going to get caught there. Mikasa, oh, the bounce! They would have had a huge Black Hole, but the coconuts were there. Mikasa does end up losing the Aegis, and now DDC also going to be controlled for the moment. Hao is here to try and find the kill. There's the Black Hole on Mikasa. He is going to fall, even though they end up being able to break it with Yang and FY. Still trying to run away, and ZYF is here. Gets turned upon, ends up going for the Doppelganger. They throw out the stun, but it's not onto the correct one. He's still... Oh, this is not the play. That's a range creep chasing you, buddy. You need to get out of there. Oh, God, the Diffusal Blade, all his mana gone. He is able to pop his ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They've just got too much damage there, and yeah, they end up being able to get the mechanism. Still armlet toggling, but he does end up going down, and KP was not able to save it. Still 40 seconds from the Black Hole. That was not the play.
That was... Yeah, going into that area is not a good idea. If you have BKB TP, it at least is something that you might be able to survive from, but there's still Roar on the other end, so that's not even guaranteed. This tier 2 tower is definitely... The position is now going to be shown off because its Spirit Return to nothing. The VGR should know exactly what's going on here, so should Newbee, but Newbee are kind of surrounded. And this is not where they want to be with Enigma, especially when Chuan is the first one to die. He's going to get roared and dropped immediately before casting anything. Moves in the front line with the BKB, trying to go for end right now. The damage isn't enough to burn through the heart of Tarask. He's going to get a Doppelganger out. Still right clicks, not quite enough, being chased down with Reflection, but he's still not going to die here. VGR have not lost anyone, as Newbee have already lost 2. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe Witch Doctor is going to die here, but it's a Witch Doctor. Literally nobody cares. KP now jumping forward, looking to use this Black Hole, really wants to. But all the transformation skills have been used on Newbee, and VG.R. just have to wait this out.
Oh, Mikasa, maybe you're going to end up going down here. They do have the Black Hole available if they want to go for it. Pump fakes it for the moment and doesn't end up going for the final kill. FY taking a little bit more of that damage from the Malefice. On the other side, Mu dropping low, not dead as of yet, and his jump back in. He got the full heals from the heart, and he's just chilling. What is going on? Hao goes for the BKB TP away. They just don't have the ability to take it. It's too much HP right now on the PL, and they can't stop him. Newbee are really struggling.
I mean, that was the best chance there for Newbee. You get to see the Necro books, but Mu's on the front lines. His mana pool is going to get absolutely torn apart. How's in the back? No real initiation just yet. KPI's going to find Yang. There's the Midnight Pulse doing quite a bit of damage, but no real follow-up. Fight has yet to really begin, but already Chuan is going to die to an Earth Splitter. Kabam! There goes the Shadow Demon. They do take down the Beastmaster with a Blink Dagger from Mu. VGR kind of hesitant about going in. Now End's going to find an angle, throw out another Lance. Mu's completely capped out of mana. KP not looking that healthy either. But VGR, the rest of them, they're not really too eager to go in. In fact, DDC is just going to get torn apart by the Terrorblade. Now they're going to look for this puck. I don't think they have enough still out of mana on Mu, and maybe they've now drawn this fight out, VGR, much like last time, to actually find a real engagement. They're going to try to go for the DK, but ends up walking right into a Dragon Tail. Mu's going to burst down, though, by the Dagger and the Puck. They're going to drop everything they have into the Phantom Lancer, but a quick Doppelgang away, and all that damage is going to be healed back. VGR can continue this fight, and Newbee are running out of gas.
That was a really good initiation, and follow-up. This type of fight favors VG.R so much, and you take a look at the way that it ended up working. Like, Terrorblade was not just able to be hitting away onto targets, and is going to be able to survive the Dagon jump. And now for a second, Dragon Knight also going to have to pop his BKB. End is here. They end up being able to drop down the Dream Coil, the Roar as well. So Mu is not going anywhere anytime soon. KP still over there on the other side. Hasn't ended up going for the Black Hole. It's going to jump in and actually doesn't end up being on anybody. He went for Mu, but Puck ends up just killing off two in the meantime. There hasn't been a way to actually take these fights. Like, Terrorblade is up here on the high ground. He's just getting all of his mana torn apart, and you look at this, Dragon Knight ends up killing off the ET, but now they're on top of him, and he's just going to end up going down as well. Oh, Black Hole maybe, but the DK's dead! Oh no, KP, the one Black Hole. If he was a second earlier, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I mean, Mikasa would probably just been able to tear him apart and get the silence off regardless. It's just such a hard game for him.
And Terrorblade was doing a whole lot of nothing in that fight. He was metamorphed, he had all his illusions, he was ready to go, but he took the refreshed Roar of the Beastmaster, and the Beastmaster drained all his mana. And
Going to be there, but you can see they're not committing anything outside of the PL. They're keeping him completely safe. That's going to be another disruption, so PL hitting himself for the moment. And you see that he ends up turning over onto Yang, and now they have to deal with these illusions, which are not easily dealt with. Meanwhile, back up there on the high ground, they jump onto End. Puck kills off Shadow Demon, so maybe now they can find something. KP looking, he's still got his blink there. If they wanted to go for it, drops down the Black Hole, but it was only going to be on the Puck and doesn't end up doing anything else. They throw out the Roar onto Yang, ends up eating the cheese, still alive, and now End is just going to go ham. He's been dropped down fairly low, but I think that he's still going to be able to kill off Mu. Hao is pretty big and trying to bring him down relatively low as well, but I think that they're going to be able to kill him off. GG ends up getting called, and the draft from Newbee, it did not have and did not accomplish what it needed to.
offensively, it works well. Defensively, in a position where they're behind, everything is on the back of the initiation from the Dragon Knight. You gotta kill someone in the duration of a Dragon Tail, and or get